Hey guys, Streak the Sports here, and today we're predicting Louisville's 2019 college football schedule. Yeah, Louisville, I don't know. They're not going to be a good team this year. I think everyone knows that. Yeah, let's get right into it. So, analyzing them as a team, I think somehow they're going to be a little worse than they were last year. I could see them getting a little better. But they are not. You could mark them as invalid for bowl eligibility. That's how confident I am in saying that Louisville is not going to make a bowl game, and I'm going to be very sad and disappointed in myself if I do get that wrong, if I do get that statement wrong. So yeah, Louisville, not a good team. I think we know that they're not. I think we know that they're not a good team. So let's get right into the actual schedule, and then we'll analyze game by game. So first game of the season, it's a tough one. They may be hosting them, but it's the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame. To host Notre Dame in your first game of the season, that's rough. That's rough. And then you got a pretty easy stretch of two games. You're hosting Eastern Kentucky in your second week. And then you have a neutral site game against Western Kentucky. An interesting neutral site game. It's in Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. That's interesting. That's a really wacky neutral site game. I mean, really wacky. But anyway, so you're hosting Notre Dame, hosting Eastern Kentucky. And then you have a neutral site game against Western Kentucky. So you're playing Eastern and Western Kentucky. And then you're at Florida State. And then you have your bye week. And, I mean, really, the bye weeks are okay. They're not, perfect. I think they're pretty good. I think they're pretty solid bye week placements. Not too bad. Because then you're hosting Boston College, at Wake Forest, hosting Clemson, hosting Virginia. That's a tough stretch right there. That's a tough stretch. I mean, I don't think the bye weeks are going to do much for you because I think you're going to lose both the games after. Sorry, a little spoiler there. But you have at you're hosting Boston College at Wake Forest, and then you have one of the best two teams in the conference, in my opinion, Clemson and Virginia. And then you have a bye week, and then you're at Miami, and then you're at NC State, and then you're hosting Syracuse, and then you're at Kentucky to close out the season. So, I mean, the schedule-wise, it's not too bad. I mean, the ACC, like we've said, a lot of people think they're the worst Power 5 conference. I think the Pac-12 and the ACC are down there. So, let's just predict the schedule. First game of the season, I think your team's going to be fired up. I think it's going to be an interesting game on Monday night, 8 p.m. ESPN. It's going to be on ESPN, first game of the season. I think they're going to hang around, actually, with Notre Dame in the first quarter, maybe a little bit in the second quarter, but Notre Dame, they're just going to pull away. So you're 0-1 starting the season. And then you got Eastern Kentucky. I think we obviously know that that's an easy game to win. I don't know how easy it'll be for Louisville, but I do think they get the win. So they're 1-1, a little confidence booster, if you could say, that Eastern Kentucky game. And then you have a neutral site game against Western Kentucky, kind of weird. Yeah, honestly, I think it would have been cool if you're going to have one in non-conference, I guess that would be the one, because you got Kentucky, which is a rivalry game, and I don't know if you can really mess up, your actual, schedule. I mean, it would have been cool if it was versus Notre Dame, cooler if it was versus Notre Dame, but that's just my opinion. So, this is tough, You got Western Kentucky. I'm going to give you the win just because I feel sympathy a little. So you're 2-1. You actually have a winning record. That's insane. But then you go out to Florida State and you lose. So now you're 2-2. Hey, but you still got a 500 record. That's pretty good. Maybe a bowl game? No. After that bye week, I think you're going to lose to Boston College. Then I think you're going to lose at Wake Forest. Then I think you're going to lose versus Clemson at home, and then lose against Virginia at home. Yeah, tough. That's a tough stretch, and I think you're going to lose every single game. But then you go out to Miami after that bye week, and I still think you're going to lose, and then I think you're going to lose at NC State, and then I think you're going to lose hosting Syracuse, and then I think you're going to lose at Kentucky, but I do think that Kentucky game will be closer than people think. I think after this tough stretch from Florida State all the way to Syracuse, I think they're gonna be locked in. I still think Kentucky's gonna win I think Kentucky's actually gonna win only by 10 points, even if it's at Kentucky. I don't care. I think Louisville's gonna keep it close, and I think they're barely gonna lose this one. But I wouldn't be surprised. I probably would be a little surprised if Kentucky lost this game, but I do think Louisville is going to hang around a little bit just because of the brutal season they've had. So yeah, I got Louisville going 2-10 on the season with only wins over Western Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And that's it for me here on Jake the Sports. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.